You want to retire early and enjoy the numerous benefits of not having to work, but there are a few things you should know to ensure a happy retirement. It's an appealing idea to have enough money saved up that passive income pays your bills, and there's no need to work because you'll have plenty of free time to do anything you want. Hobbies include travel and spending time with friends and family. What could be better than that? You might be surprised to learn that early retirement isn't what you expect. Be prepared so you can make the most of the time you work so hard for. Welcome to Cashflow Canvas, where we teach lessons about investment and money-saving techniques. If you want to make your financial future better, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for the latest updates. Money isn't a priority if you have enough to cover your expenses. Money will not be your primary concern for the first time in your adult life. A crucial aspect of retirement won't play as big a role in your journey after you stop working as it did when you were working full-time in the years and decades leading up to retirement. Your goal was to create a nest egg that would pay for your retirement fairly fast, so you made saving a habit. Once you retire, your focus will shift and will no longer be aimed toward amassing as much money as possible. Choosing to retire is essentially deciding that you don't need any more money and are okay with seeing your finances level off. It requires a significant shift in thinking. Shift from trying to build wealth as quickly as possible to withdrawing money from your portfolio and no longer seeing it grow as it used to. Your schedule won't be what you think. No one thinks they'll have trouble staying busy once they retire, but the realization that it's actually a challenge to stay occupied and engaged. It takes practice to fill up your schedule. There's only so much golf you can play, so many books you can read, and so much cooking you can do before you get tired of doing the same thing over and over. Regardless of what you believe, odds are you'll become tired of traveling and living. A leisurely existence is difficult for someone who formerly worked 40-plus hours a week to adjust to the fact that they no longer work at all. When you're still working, it's extremely easy to fill up your free time because you only have a small amount of it. Adapting might be difficult, and it will differ from person to person. Some people will never adjust to the schedule of a retiree and will eventually drive them back to work. There's nothing wrong with returning to the workplace if early retirement wasn't what you expected. Work entails attempting a new venture, such as starting a business that you would not have had the time or resources to work on previously. It is far more pleasurable and less stressful when your future does not rely on its success. Be surprised if you retire and find yourself back in the workforce to some extent because of various reasons. You'll want your income to increase. You're not going to be happy if your income doesn't increase at least slightly every year after inflation adjustments. Who would want to retire on a budget and come to the realization that they're stuck pinching pennies for the rest of their lives? In other words, plan your retirement so that you'll have more purchasing power each year to increase your lifestyle if you choose. Early retirees are usually able to retire early because they are frugal. Being frugal and not wasting money is an excellent habit that everyone should implement. But you don't want to retire on a low income in your 30s and be stuck with stagnant purchasing power until you're 90 years old. Instead of withdrawing the maximum amount your portfolio will allow, consider withdrawing slightly less. For example, if you found 4% to be a safe withdrawal rate, consider only withdrawing 3% or so. When you invest in an increase in purchasing power every year, you are sacrificing the power of compound interest. It is commonly known that the longer you can leave money invested, the greater and faster it will grow due to the force of compounding when you are invested for a long period of time. The interest on your investments makes it much easier to become wealthy, far exceed what you can personally save once you retire. You're giving up that exponential growth as you begin to withdraw money from your investments. This isn't necessarily a bad thing as you'll need to do it eventually unless you want to work until you die. It's just something to be aware of. $1 million invested and you're going to retire and start living off the gains. If you have left that $1 million alone in an S&P 500 fund earning average returns, it would grow to $2 million in about 7 years and $4 million in about 14 years. You must accept the fact that when you retire and start living off the gains, you must accept the fact that begin withdrawing funds from your investments. Since you're no longer working, You have much more time to spend money, so planning for this is critical to ensuring you have enough money to retire comfortably without having to worry. This schedule leaves little time for a weekend away, lunches out, buying on Amazon, and grocery shopping. The retiree has all the time in the world to spend money on rounds of golf, trips to museums, and attractions, and they have more time to look around. House and strategy renovations. Retirees generally see some cost reductions during retirement, but it's a good idea to plan for an increase in disposable spending. You'll need to make new friends when you retire early because your friends and family won't be around much if they're still working full-time jobs when you're working. While you have the luxury of taking a last-minute vacation, playing a midweek round of golf, or heading the happy hour, your friends will not have that option as their schedules are matched up nicely. They work during the week and may be available on weekends, but they likely have chores and errands to run. They are tired from working all week and are hesitant to plan activities with their well-rested self. Early retirement requires years of hard work and dedication, and retiring early will cost a lot of money for these reasons, among others. You want to do everything you can to ensure it's an enjoyable endeavor for those who know what to expect, but those who are unprepared in more ways than one will be dissatisfied when they discover the situation is not what they expected. As we conclude, I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you found value in this video and learned something new, and I look forward to seeing you in our future videos. I would deeply value it if you could like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support will help us to create more valuable content, and we can work together to secure your financial future. What are the key takeaways from this video that you can share in the comment section?